Robin, thank you so much for being with me today and letting me,
So excited. Yes.
and letting me record this mini yoga therapy session. Um, yeah, I just, it's so good to share space with you.
Yeah, I enjoy it immensely. I consider myself fortunate. Again, I'm gonna try to tilt this so it's just a little once we're once I'm on the mat. Of course,
Yeah,
you can't see my head.
yeah, that sounds good. If you could lift it a little bit so I could see your face
I know,
right
like you just gonna talk.
that would
I forgot to warn you that I'm actually 8 years old, and so
no, I love that.
sometimes I'm a little silly. Yeah,
Mm, sometimes you're a little silly.
yeah,
I,
sometimes I'm a little silly.
yeah. Robin, how are you doing today?
Today is a good day. It's been a very busy week from a work perspective,
Okay.
which is really good because it's all things that I enjoy doing. It's just that what tends to happen in my role is it's either feast or famine. So we're in the feast time, which again revs me up and energizes me a little bit and gets me going a bit. And as I mentioned before, I've been practicing a good. Actually practiced twice yesterday, which I haven't know the last time I've done. It's been a while since I've practice as much as I have. So I'm doing well today. It's a good day.
It's a good day.
Yeah, it's a good day.
It's a good day. Robin, is there anything about your body that would be good for me to know prior to stepping into a session? Any aches, pains, injuries that
Um,
um, just would be good to know?
yeah, let's think about that. So I would say I wouldn't qualify anything as an injury. I'm
Okay.
going to qualify them as either tenderness or soreness, either from overuse or underuse. So I have a shoulder that, not that I think we'll be doing a gazillion chaturangas or anything, but yeah, after about that second one, that shoulder either is real happy or really mad, and I have to adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
And I usually have a little bit of knee sensitivity that is resolved with some padding. So I'm actually on two mats because I'm usually on two mats because it's better for my knees. And then I have a blanket like right there.
Fabulous. So there's some props around you.
Oh,
There's mats.
props, bolster, and a blanket.
Excellent. Excellent. And Robin, just in this moment, thinking about getting together today and doing this, um, which I so appreciate, you being willing to do this. But I want you to take a moment and just let me know, what are you hoping to receive from our time together this afternoon?
Interesting. So I don't know that I have any specific expectations beyond a heightened awareness of the practice of yoga therapy and
Okay.
how I might compare it in my mind to teaching yoga from a non-therapy, for the general benefits that it offers to people.
Yeah.
So most of it's probably just a curiosity about what difference, if there's a difference, than any specific expectation.
Yeah, great inquiry. Great inquiry. And I'm often, we're just going to pause and do a little side frame here.
Yeah.
I am often asked, what's the difference between teaching yoga and being a yoga therapist? And you know what? I'm not going to answer that question for you right now.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, we're going to jump into this experience and then let you and your body inform that answer. But I hear you, there's this inquiry,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Huh, what is this yoga therapy about?
I probably, I know several yoga therapists, and so I probably have created assumptions that I don't even know I have about it. But
Okay,
I'm super curious.
you're super curious. I love that energy. So, Robin, I noticed that you're sitting. Is this the stance that you want to begin our time together today? Check
I
in,
think
just check in with you.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
gonna this leg and put it in the front. But yeah, there we go. That's
Okay.
actually sitting this way is actually a really good way for me to sit. I'm gonna add these to my knees because that's even better.
Okay, sitting that way is a really good way to have you sit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I noticed your chin just resting on your fingers, your
Yeah.
elbows resting on your knees. Take a breath here. Just breathe in.
And I have incense floating around. You see smoke. So
Okay. All right. What does that smell like for you? You have incense floating around.
love the smell of incense. This particular one is called Golden Era, and I don't really have a word for it other than maybe more of a musky kind of
Okay.
smell to it. But I love incense, and it's rare that I meditate or practice yoga without burning incense. It's rare.
Okay. It's rare. So, you know, Robin, I want you to do right now is just take a deep breath in and get that fragrance of incense into your body. It's rare that you meditate or do yoga without incense. And so that gets to be here too in our session is that scent, that smell, that space.
Mm-hmm.
So just letting that be with us here and now. Yeah, take another breath in and just even notice that slight movement of neck and head. Maybe even just begin to bring some intentionality to that movement. Neck, head, ear going from shoulder to shoulder, perhaps. And just breathe the scent of the air, this space, here and now. Breathing in, breathing out, moving your body. Yeah, just taking those movements back and forth.
Was it just?
And the edges, yeah. A twist to one side. And a twist to the other. That exhale. Robin, I want you to just start opening and closing, yeah, your hands. Just let's start bringing some movement into the body. And then maybe even the wrists come into movement, the forearms, the arms, the shoulders, just bringing movement, whatever that looks like for you. Yeah, getting into that. Bringing breath into this movement. Yeah, maybe even a couple more falling out breaths. Yeah, lifting the arms up and letting them come down. And doing that again, up and down. And inhale up and exhale down. Now let's do that a couple more times together. Inhale up and exhale down. Yeah. Notice that in your body and just even that jiggling. And even just bring some of that jiggling. Maybe arms go out and then in, and out and in, out and in. And breathe in through your nose and out with your mouth, bringing a ha sound to that breath. Mm. Yeah, and again, shaking it out. Check in with body, check in with breath in this moment. Has the intention settled, shifted, changed any way? What does your body need today?
So now I feel less, I feel a little more settled,
Yeah,
which is really, really, really good.
feels really, really good. You feel a little more settled.
I feel more settled and less, grounded is a better word. A little
Okay,
better than settled, grounded.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you feel grounded. Check into your body. What could support? Is there a movement, a stance, posture that could support that grounded space?
Probably. Let's see. I actually, right this minute,
Yeah.
I'm going to put the soles of my feet together.
Okay.
We'll do a little bit of Baddha Konasana because that feels even a little better now after sitting cross-legged for a little bit. Sitting with the soles of my feet together and my knees out a little bit feels a little better.
Yeah. So just notice the soles of your feet together. Let's check in with those soles of your feet, palms of your hands, your sit bones on the mat. Ooh, and notice that as your neck and head are to that side. What's happening now? What do you notice?
Interesting is when I changed the positioning, when I've um, adjusted the base, if you will, right, which
Yeah.
causes my shoulders to be, for there to be um, less territory on the ground,
Yeah.
because I've actually got my knees on these blocks, then I feel a little more tension in the back and shoulders than I did sitting the other way. So
Okay.
that's where that came from.
Yeah. So you feel a little more tension. You're aware of that tension.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So in the shoulders and in the upper back, which comes from sitting over the laptop most of the day today.
Yeah. Sitting over the laptop most of the day today. Yeah. Bring your hands back to your knees. Roll your shoulders down your back body and just even come into bring your body forward. A movement. Just notice your body here.
Whew, that feels good.
Feels good.
Very much so.
Yeah. Take some breath here. That feels good. Just notice that goodness in your body. Let's breathe in and out. Yeah. Just notice this space in your body as you're leaning forward. Notice sensation, breath. Yeah. Tell me more about that sigh.
That feels really good. Just releasing anything that's still sitting within. And I'm
Oh,
a big sigher and a big exhaler and a big,
yeah.
I think when I began practicing yoga, the idea of using breath is like the big bonus for me because I probably was one of those people we talk about who didn't really breathe into their belly, that breath, breathe up in the chest a great deal. I'm sure I was that person. I'm sure.
Okay. You were that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now?
And now I'm very deliberate about um, big exhales.
Now
Very,
you're very deliberate about big exhales.
if I'm not sure, if I can't find words for what I'm feeling, or I don't know what I'm feeling, or I'm always going to start with a big cleansing breath, and
Yeah.
that brings clarity.
Mm.
So,
Always. Yeah. A big cleansing breath brings clarity.
so that is one of the many gifts of yoga is
Mm.
the idea of a big.
Yeah.
And when
Do that.
I
Yeah,
invite,
do that again. That. Yeah.
there's something magical about that. I don't know what it is, but
Mm. There's something magical about that. Do you want to take another one?
I do.
Yeah, you do. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. Robin, check in with body here. How does it want to move, breathe, be?
So I think I think I want to go back to the twisting.
Okay.
Um, because I have been sitting like this.
Yeah.
And I got up early and,
Mhm.
um, and I drove around a little bit. And so twisting seems to help.
Twisting seems to help. Just notice that. You know, and in our work, we talk about edge sometimes. And edge can be described as not too much and not too little. That sweet space where you feel the stretch and it informs your being. You're not overstretching or understretching. And so just find that space for you right here. That edge where sensation and body and stretch and breath meet. Yeah. See about deepening that twist. Just taking it to that space of being. And breath. Notice your body here, now. This moment, this shape, this breath. Just noticing what's happening now for you in your body. And being present to it. Finding that space on this side. Yeah. Letting out that breath again. Yeah. Just this moment, this body, this breath. Notice. Be here now. Mm. Yeah. Moving from side to side. Just even hold. Reach and lift and lengthen. Let's go back. You pick which side to go to, but go back to a side and hang out there for a moment. Ah, tell
I
me
feel
about that.
here.
Oh, it feels right there.
Here. That's why I'm like, oh, I like needed that more than I even knew before I did it.
You needed that even more than you knew. Yeah, hang out here for a moment. Again, playing with that edge, not too much, not too little, listening to your body, taking that stretch, breath, stretch, body, sensation. Notice, breathe.
Very delicious.
That was very delicious. Just
Very,
notice that deliciousness
oh
in
my,
your body, Robin. Mm. Yeah, just feel the palms of your hand, one on the ground, one on your head, connecting you to the body, to the ground, to your breath, to this moment. Take a breath in here. being present to you, your body, this moment. What's happening now? What do you notice in your body?
Now I'm starting to feel lighter. Like I'm starting to feel just the countering from having,
Ah,
even though I know better, right? I still sit like this all day.
yeah, feeling lighter. And do that. Keep going with that movement. You're feeling lighter, that countering to that space that you're in during the workday. How can you make this even bigger? This rolling of the shoulders. What would it look like to exaggerate this? Yeah. Just breathe into that space. Notice.
Now I think it's time to straighten the legs.
Okay.
Like,
Now it's time to straighten the legs. You can feel that. Yeah, straighten those legs. And take a moment here as you're straightening them. Just check in with those legs. Your torso, your body, whole body, here now. Maybe you flex your feet, maybe you point your toes. Just notice what your legs need here. Yeah, just even bringing your gaze to each leg. Take a breath. Yeah. Robin, what does your body need here? What do your legs need?
So I think, I don't know if they want to go, I don't know if there's, I don't know, it feels like there's still some more side bending than
Okay.
I think. And
Yeah.
I just noticed something. I usually bend to the inside, just what I'm teaching,
Okay.
but I'm really enjoying this bend to the outside of my knee.
You're really enjoying this bend to the outside here.
And I don't usually teach it that way or even normally think about it that way. So I'm not sure what prompted me to do that, but.
Okay. Not sure. Yeah. Not sure what prompted you to do it, but you're liking it. Yeah. So just hang out here. Yeah. That sigh, that unexpected outside sensation. Just letting your body relax into this space. Just notice your whole body drop a little bit. Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good. Yeah. Robin, just take some breath here. It's so good. Just be present to yourself here. Your body, your breath, you, this moment, here, now. Just notice what's happening now for you as you linger here.
So relaxed right now. I'm like,
You're so relaxed.
so relaxing.
Yeah.
And I think my brain is also doing this thing.
Tell
Like when
me.
I practice at home where I'm instructing myself,
Okay.
that's different than this, and I'm not really sure why.
Okay.
It's much more relaxing this way than when I'm doing it. And of course, when I'm teaching and I'm thinking of the next, what the next pose might be and how to get people in and out of it smoothly, and then advising them on how to move their body around once they get into it. That's a very, for other people, kind of activity. So to
Yeah.
just be in this pose and just be like, I'm gonna be here and I'm not gonna worry about whether or not I do 10 seconds on one side and 15 on the other. I'm just used
Ah.
to it.
So I know one of your intentions was to explore out the difference between yoga therapy and teaching yoga. And I hear your
Mm-hmm.
mental body doing some of that. You're just going to hang out here. You're
Yeah.
not going to worry if it's 10 seconds or equal and balanced on each side. You're just being with the sensation.
I like it.
You like it.
I mean, there's room for all of it. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's times where that very focused practice that's about the discipline of it is helpful.
Yeah.
But right now, just hanging here until knowing I can hang here until I don't hang here anymore is kind of fun too.
Yeah. Knowing you can hang here till you don't hang here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So just take some breath here, hanging out here. Just listening to your body, letting it inform how long you stay. It's what you need here and now. What breath needs, body. Just all the layers of you. Taking this moment, this space, here now. And just take a breath here.
Very relaxing.
Very relaxing. Yeah, Robin, check in with your body. Is there any other movement, any breath, any expression, sigh, whatever that just wants to also join us together this afternoon in our time?
I'm feeling pretty complete in this moment.
Okay, you're feeling pretty complete in this moment. I
And I'm
want you to,
so amazed at how the yoga works, and it's like not really that complicated.
it's not really that complicated. Robin, I want you to take a few moments. You can leave your eyes open or you can close them. We're just going to go into some breath together.
Okay.
Yeah, you can stay sitting, you can lie down, whatever you want to do.
I'm going to lie down.
Okay. Yeah.
To put my comfy, yummy blanket down because
Your
yummy.
comfy, yummy blanket. Yeah. Mm. Thank you. Just notice your body here. Notice if anything needs extra support. Yeah. Yeah. Take another one of those breaths. Just breathe in and call out. Just let your body have this moment. Back of your head, neck, arms, torso, legs, just against the ground. Just breathing in and breathing out. And just even checking in with your body. If there's any place that's holding tension, just if it feels okay to let that tension go into the ground, even maybe just 2-3% more. Just releasing body as you choose, as body chooses, breath chooses. Taking breath in, letting the breath out. Being here now. This body, this breath, this movement, this space. lingering in this space, Robin, I want you to begin to reflect back on our time together this afternoon. From whenever the session began to this moment. And just notice what stands out to you. What's highlighted to you as important? Give yourself a few more breath cycles here. Taking this moment in. And then either staying here or coming to a seated posture. Yeah. Yeah. What did you notice was highlighted to you about your experience this afternoon having this session?
So what came to my mind was the ability to move oneself to a place of relaxation through simplicity. You
Through
know, like,
simplicity. Yeah,
because it
tell me
was really,
more.
yeah, it was really simple. Like and I think because, again, I'm a yoga instructor, I teach to the same people week after week sometimes, so I'm always trying to make sure that I'm not boring them. I don't think that I'm boring them, but yeah, I don't want to bore myself either. That's probably more of it.
Right.
I try to keep everything really basic because I don't think it has to be complicated in order to be effective. And I try to make sure, the yoga is the yoga and the yoga is going to work. So you don't have to do a bunch of, stage tricks in order for that to happen.
Yeah.
But I, wonder sometimes if there's so much focus on that in my mind that I forget that something as simple as just moving the spine in all the directions is sufficient. Because I feel the difference from that. Like I feel the openness, like I feel physically different.
You
Um,
feel physically different. And it was simple.
and it was super simple. It was
Yeah.
super duper simple. It was so simple.
So
And
simple.
I feel the full benefit of it. And so that's what stuck out at me today.
Yeah.
Stuck,
How do you think that which is sticking out to you in that simplicity will inform perhaps the way you teach or the way you move through your day? What do you think? How do you think you can apply that to your life?
I think at least when I'm from a teaching perspective,
Yeah.
to not be so hard on myself to be like, to try to reinvent the wheel over and over again.
Yeah, not be so hard on yourself to try to reinvent the wheel over and over again.
Is this going to be interesting to people? And to just let the yoga be the yoga. Just let the yoga, because it's tried and true. It's proven already. Like you don't have to.
Yeah, it's tried and true.
You don't have to. You don't have to do any of that because we already know that it works. Already know that it works.
We already know that it works.
So I don't have to be like the yoga ambassador for people to be like, oh, this really works, because we already know it works.
We already know it works. Yeah. Robin, check in again to your body. Does it need to move, breathe, or be anything else want to come into our time together?
I think I'm doing pretty good.
You think you're doing pretty good.
I
So
thought
I
I was
have one.
doing good before, but now,
You were doing good before, but now,
I'm like, wow.
yeah. So you had this inquiry at the beginning of our time together, the difference of yoga therapy and teaching yoga. Did you come to any space of understanding in regards to spending some time together this afternoon?
I don't know. I think understanding would be broader. I'll say the awareness that I have, or the difference that I noticed,
Yeah,
is um, and that I had to drop into a little bit, is the practice being led by what I need as opposed to what the instructor is offering. Right? Like,
yeah,
show up, and I am, when I'm teaching, I try and I keep using that as the yardstick. So I hope that's still helpful. But um, I try to be responsive to the people in the class. Definitely, I show
yeah,
up, I have a basic something in my head, but I've been teaching long enough to where I can adapt it to people who shows up, their capabilities and the like, or if they express a particular need or desire for a
yeah,
particular. But this practice is very much, what do you need today from moment to moment, rather than you tell me a thing and I weave it into the stuff I've already planned to present, because I've got these other 20 people who also have a need. And so I'm trying to balance all 20 people's needs at the same time.
yeah.
It is, so it took a minute for me to be like, oh, wait, this is going to be what I think.
So it took a minute to be like checking in. I get
Yeah,
to listen to my body.
yes,
I get to ask myself, what do I need?
right, right.
Yeah.
Instead of, okay, I'm going to be here, and Ellie's going to come on and be like, do this, do this, do this, because she already has a prescribed list again. And we know the yoga is the yoga, it works, right? So
Yeah.
you could tell
It
me,
all
do,
gets to belong. I
yeah,
love how you said that earlier. It all gets to belong.
yeah, it does. Like it's all, yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Very interesting. Robin, for the people watching this video who are
Yeah.
just curious themselves about yoga therapy and the experience, even feel free to just even take a moment to gather thoughts or, your feelings or your statement. But what would you tell them?
I would say my experience offered me an unusual opportunity to explore what I really want or like or need or prefer
Yeah.
or don't like or need or want or prefer in in the context of a yoga pose or group of yoga poses that is very different than attending a typical yoga class or even a yoga private. Um, and that took a little getting used to,
Okay.
but I think as a result of it, I really got to hang out longer on one side than the other side, and twist and turn in a way that was relevant for the activities that took place in my life today, as opposed to having to be connected to a broader group. And sometimes being connected to a broader group is really good and it's helpful and it pushes you or exposes you to something, but sometimes you just need to listen to your own voice, and it's that opportunity to do.
Uh, yeah, an opportunity to listen to your own voice, your own body. Robin, thank you so much for spending this time with me this afternoon. I am so grateful.
Thank you, because now I feel even better. Like I was pretty. I think
Awesome.
because mostly I just like Fridays, and so it's rare that I'm going to be on Friday that I'm not going to be happy. It's super rare.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel lighter and um, a little more open, and I think it's going to make the rest of the evening go more smoothly, because now I got to ramp up for round two, go get, run around some more, and then get on another Zoom call. So uh, I think that everyone from here forward is going to benefit from this time that we just spent together.
Oh, That's awesome. That's awesome, Robin. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.